Hey everybody, it's Dr. Denise Dennis. And this week I met with the clients that are in my automation incubator. And in that program, I'm teaching them how to set up automation. I'm also setting up a automated funnel for them. But one of the kind of sticking points for many of them, which you may find as a sticking point also, is just coming up with that initial lead magnet, that thing that kicks off everything, which is that freebie that you're giving away to people. So a lead magnet, if you're not familiar, is just, like I said, it's a freebie. It's basically an ethical bribe. It is something that you are giving to someone in exchange for them giving you their name, their email, their phone number, maybe information about their business, whatever it is, but there's some sort of exchange there. And so we call it an ethical bribe or a freebie or a lead magnet. All means the same thing. It's bringing people into the system, bringing them onto your list. And so you're getting them off of being just social media followers. Hey, Baron, you're getting them away from being just social media followers. And not that we don't, obviously we want to build our social media following. But if something happens, like what happened with Instagram, where people just disappeared. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for joining. Where people just, Instagram had that glitch, and a bunch of people lost a lot of their followers. Well, if you had those names in your own email system, then you wouldn't have to worry about losing those followers. And so creating that freebie, that lead magnet, is the way you kick that off. All right, so I'm going to, in future broadcasts, I'll go into more detail about the different types of lead magnets and how you create them. But today, I just want to talk across the board about some specific things you want to make sure that your lead magnet has. First of all, it needs to solve a problem. Okay, so number one, think of what is the problem that you can solve for your ideal clients, because that's really who you're talking to. You're talking to that ideal client. So what is a problem that they need solved? So, for example, Baron, since you're in insurance, if you think about a problem that you're solving for people, you're giving them financial peace of mind. You're helping them understand the best way to create a secure life for their loved ones should something happen to them. So you're solving the problem of how do they do that, or what is the first step, or what are the 10 questions they should be asking when they're considering a potential insurance option. So you're solving a problem for people. That should be first and foremost, because it needs to be something of value to people. And if it solves a problem for them, then it's of value. But related to that, to solving a problem, is that number two, it has to be something that gives them something that they want or need. So in other words, and it sounds like it's the same thing, but it's not, because if I'm feeling run down, then the thing that might solve that problem would be to learn how to eat clean. But if that ain't something I'm interested in because I want to have some chocolate, then I'm not going to download that lead magnet. I'm not going to be interested in that if that's not something that I think that I need. It might be the perfect solution to my problem, but if it's not something that I personally think that I need, I may not download it. So that means that part of your job as the business owner, as the entrepreneur, is to not just figure out what problems you're solving, but figure out what their specific pain points are. So, again, you might have the best insurance bundle. You might have the best solution to their problem. I might have the best automation sequence, but until the person I'm trying to attract, until they see that they need that or feel that they need that, they're going to ignore it. So what is the thing that keeps them up at night? What is the thing that they're sitting there saying, oh, if only I knew how to do X, Y, and Z? So it has to solve a problem. It has to be something that they need or want. So tapping into their desire is number 2. Number 3 is that it should also demonstrate your expertise. So although 1 and 2 were more about the, sometimes you'll hear people say WIFM, what's in it for me? WIIFM, what's in it for me? Meaning the ideal client, your prospect, they want to know what's in it for them. But you as a business owner also need to make sure that your lead magnet aligns with what you offer. So in other words, you want to make sure that that your solutions are things that are related to your business. And that may seem like it's obvious, but too often if you go to if you go to Fiverr, or if you go to have somebody else write your lead magnet for you, they may get too far afield. Hey, doctor. They may get too far afield from your actual mission of your business. So make sure that what you are doing with the lead magnet is demonstrating, yeah, I'm the ish, I'm it, I'm the one that you should come to, obviously, because I got solutions like this for you. That everything that's in the lead magnet is showing that obviously you're the person that they should go to. So it's showing your expertise. It's giving a taste of your brilliance, your genius, why you, and not the person down the street who's selling the exact same $5 jewelry, why you versus them, why you versus nobody, why you versus Google. And that's demonstrated through the expertise that's coming across through that lead magnet. So again, number 1, solve a problem. Number 2, tap into their desires. Number 3, demonstrate your expertise. And then number 4, I would say keep it short and simple. So that KISS formula, keep it short and simple. What do I mean by that? If I say, hey, I have this great ebook, it's only this long, ain't nobody gonna read that. Not right off the bat as a freebie, because they don't know you like that. I don't even know if your what you call your expertise is worth my time. So I'm not trying to read a whole book. I'm not trying to watch an hour-long video necessarily, but what I might read is a checklist. I might read a free report or a white paper that's just a couple pages long. I might watch a video that's 5 minutes, maybe up to 15 minutes. So something that's short, that's a soundbite, that's easily digestible, that I can get the main ideas and see how I can use this quickly is ideal. So keep it short and simple is number 4. And then the 5th secret I want to share with you is that you want to make sure that your reader is able to take action and somehow be different, be somehow transformed as a result of reading, interacting with your lead magnet. So you want to make sure that it is creating some sort of change in their life if they were to implement what you're providing for them. And that may seem like a big ask, but that really just goes back to the idea of value. So back to the example I was giving for Baron, who sells insurance. If you're interested in insurance, click on Baron and connect with him. So if his lead magnet, for example, was the top 10 questions you should ask before signing up for an insurance policy, if he has these questions, and so let's say I download this, if I ask myself these questions, if I find the answers to these questions, if I am better off, if I'm making smarter, wiser, more financially sound decisions as a result of that, of taking that action, then of course, he's somebody that I'm going to want to stay in contact with because he's providing things that I can use. If I am so my own stuff is all related to automation and digital marketing, things like that. So if somebody is able to capture more leads after using something I've created for them, or if they understand better which marketing automation resources to use, and their business runs more smoothly as a result of that lead magnet, then I've done my job. It's an effective lead magnet. But so think about your lead magnets. Is it just a bunch of fluff that, you know, they read it, they put it down, they're not different at all after it? Or is it something where it's like, oh my gosh, this just solved everything. Oh my goodness, now I understand what I need to do. Oh my goodness, this lead magnet from this coach told me to, you know, sit down with a journal and ask myself these questions. I have a greater sense of enlightenment. I understand where I'm going with my life. You know, how is that person going to be different? What actions are they going to take as a result of that lead magnet? So if you're able to incorporate all of those, which again, just from the top was number one, it needs to solve a problem. Number two, it needs to speak to their desires. Number three, it needs to demonstrate your expertise. Number four, you need to keep it short and simple. And number five, it needs to be transformative. It needs to create some sort of change in their life. If your lead magnet does all of that, then it's doing its job in terms of starting to create those raving fans that you need. Now, again, in future lives, I'll talk more about, you know, how you should format it, how you should come up with a title, how do you connect all this, how do we automate it, all that kind of stuff. But I want you to just start thinking in terms of what topic could I write about that would tap into all of these areas. All right, so hopefully that's been helpful to you. I'm Dr. Denise Dennis. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.